Getting the circle of death here. And welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Apparently my thing is showing that it was already going 7 seconds before it showed I was live. Whoops! But anyway, yeah. Oh, we got another person. Backstage. That's awesome. 2 Nerdy Cigars. Hello. Can you hear us? And still technical difficulties. But yes, we are on episode 13 of season 2, which will actually be the season finale of season 2 of the Versus Streams. So yeah, it's ending on a high note with Ahsoka Tano versus Marjad Skywalker, because I want to make sure that they're both at their peak when they're going into this battle. So yes, you still there, Nerdy, or still having trouble? I'm guessing you're still having trouble because we can't hear a thing. But yes, we got Ahsoka Tano, the Rosario Dawson one. Unfortunately, I can't be there with you, beautiful people. So have a sexy stream without me. My money is on the redhead. Thank you, Stunning and Brave. You rock. You have fun with your family, bud. Because I believe that's what you said you were doing. And there goes, and thanks for the tip shot. Always a pleasure. Anyway. So.
Okay, that's weird.
We lost Kate. Well, he's flashing his metal boobs. So, yeah.
Oh. You worded that sentence very poorly, Orange, because the way you said it, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, and we got another nerdy in the back.
Fifth time's the charm.
5th time is a charm, and is it charming enough to work? Because I'm not hearing anything. Except for
I
my
hear the
knuckle
sound
popping
of
just then.
I hear the sound of silence.
Silence. All right, nerdy. Unfortunately, it's not working, but we still will give you a thank you and a credit for being here.
Yes.
We won't. I mean, it's just not working. You can hear us now? That's good. Well, that is progress, so try leaving and coming back in. It might work again.
Yay!
Who knows? 6th time might be a charm.
Or the 100th time.
You never know. I mean, we'll keep trying, or if you keep trying, we'll keep trying. Yeah. But yes, Hail Soul Assassin and Brian King during before the stream started actually made a suggestion of it's okay, nerdy, of Darth Talon versus Darth Zana, and that will be down the line into the 3rd season. So yeah.
So could Darth Talon be referred to as also the thick redhead or the thick red one? Well, thick redhead, yeah, because she's red and she has red on her head, and she is just sometimes depicted as being thick. Yes,
we get it. You love red Twi'leks.
I do not.
But yes, that will be a stream down the line. And let's get into this one. We got Marjad Skywalker, the former Emperor's Hand, Jedi Master, and very powerful wife of Luke Skywalker. And keep trying, nerdy. We'll let you in and see if it works next time. And versus Ahsoka Tano, who was the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker in Furloni and Disney canon. And basically was turned into a Mary Sue-ish kind of character by Filoni because he loves her so much. You sick fuck.
Mhm.
Although I disagree with that.
I do too.
Yeah.
But it's his stream, and I don't want to get you booted off.
Any luck? Who disagrees with what now?
Nothing important. Move along.
No. Speak your mind. Freaking different opinions
Well,
are welcome here.
Ahsoka got
I'm
turned
good.
into a Mary Sue character.
Oh, I said Mary Sue-ish, so not full
Well-
Mary Sue.
Both. Mary Sue-ish then.
Yeah, but anyway, these two are going to be going up against each other, and we're going to see who would win after going through a nice, thorough checkup of each. That came out weird. Anyway, let me introduce the panel, including the one that keeps dipping in and out because of weirdness on her end. We got the ambassador, who needs no introduction and can stay silent because he's weird. No, I'm just kidding. How you doing, buddy?
I send you a DM. Say, hey, dude, if you need an extra panelist, I'm free. I'm more than happy to come on. And this is how I get treated. Seriously.
Yep, exactly.
I thought we were friends. You know, I don't
really.
need this a bit.
That pouty face is just priceless. Somebody clip that.
This is not my pouty face. I don't have a pouty face. I'm going to stomp the living Godzilla crap out of you face.
Godzilla crap, is that? I mean, I used that for fertilizer. It actually grew a rose in my backyard. Anywho, since I cannot work the stream, I'll just watch and comment. I keep trying. Keep trying if you want, Caitlin. Yeah, or it's okay if you're in chat. We'll read out chats as well. Terminus, good to see you. So how you doing, Ambassador?
I'm not sure. It took too long. I'm okay. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be back with with some of my favorite people.
Awesome.
And yes, I'm talking about you, right, Kitty? And yes, you, Jade Shadow, and well, sort of you.
Anyway, how you doing, Jade?
Oh, we talking? Okay, I am fine. I'm good. I'm ready to be firmly on the side of Marjad Skywalker for this panel.
Awesome. Any luck, Nerdy? Apparently not. Okay. Without further ado, how you doing, Riot?
I'm doing well, thank you. I had a stream, had a video release, picked up my final for school, so I'm officially on summer break. So it's been nice.
Yay!
And then I guess I side with Ahsoka Tano. There you go.
Okie dokie, good to know that before I even ask.
I've been on quite a few of these.
Yes, you have.
As have I. I should remember the first one you ever did. It was Joker versus let's see, Bullseye.
Incorrect. That was number
That
two.
wasn't the okay, man. Huh?
First one was with Lethal Lightning and Mara and a couple others, and it was John Wick was the accountant.
Okay, maybe it was the first one I was ever on. Was Joker versus Bullseye. I was on.
And the first freaking words that come out of Lethal's mouth: "Women are trash," and I'm like, Jesus Christ. All right, not working. Okay, so yes, we got Marjad Skywalker. I'm going to give my customary background information on both. We're going to start with Ahsoka because, well, she's the easiest, and she has not enough. Well, not a lot of background. I mean, she was the Padawan to the Chosen One. She does have a lot of skill. She has raw force power, which is apparently a lovely little thing they like to do in Disney Star Wars. Raw power. It's like, geez, dude.
Mhm.
But yeah, then again, they also did do that with Star Killer. So yeah. But anyway, she has raw talent in the Force, which under Anakin's tutelage did turn out to be quite impressive. I mean, yes, she did try stopping Darth Maul while he was going sub-light speed out of a hangar. Could have actually probably stopped him, or been flown out in space with him. But yeah, she actually did that. She has impressive lightsaber skills. Would have turned out lightsaber skills, but anyway. She uses Jarkai, which is the dual-wielding variant to Ataru, I believe, or Shien. Either one of the two. They're both aggressive stance or aggressive lightsaber forms. And when she was in her 20s during Rebels, she had actually mastered Jarkai, which is the dual wield of two lightsabers. She picked apart Inquisitors the livelong day, went up against Maul on Malachor, and also went up against Maul before Rebels in Malachor or in Mandalore.
Yep.
Which was an actually pretty impressive battle because they actually used stop motion, or not stop motion, but
motion capture.
Yeah, motion capture to do that one. Sentinel the Wind did it. Nice. Good to see a Sentinel.
It was such a glorious fight.
Yes, it was. And then she was able to hold Darth Maul up so that people could actually wrap him up when he got kicked off of a thing and didn't fall to his death. I mean, she also went up against Darth Vader in his pre-prime, but also pretty much prime during Rebels, and fought him to a standstill, but also would have died if it wasn't for that idiot kid screwing around with time. So she then lives and meets up with the Baby Yoda Grogu and takes on other lesser skilled people and continues to make a name for herself. Wait, Malachor was in Rebels. I played Coder 2, and I know what happened to that planet. It was, but since Coder 2 was no longer canon, they turned it into Malachor, not Malachor 5. I believe they actually said it was Malachor 3 in Rebels. So it wasn't a planet that was destroyed by a gravity machine and crushed into pieces. But yes, and then we got Mara Jade, Skywalker, former Emperor's Hand, extremely skilled assassin and Force user.
She's a tsundere.
She's a what?
A tsundere.
What's a tsundere?
Okay, tsundere, basically, it's like you act very angry towards the people you love.
Incendiary.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Yes.
I know there's a reason for it, but still, she's a tsundere.
She's incendiary.
Incendiary.
Yeah.
Incendiary.
Tsundere.
Wait, hold on.
Incendiary.
Yeah. Spell it right.
Okay.
You want me to spell it? I can.
No. Have her spell it because she might be using a different word.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking
Sundir.
you're probably trying to.
Is it Sundir? Tsundir.
Yeah.
Sundir.
I've never even heard of that word.
No, I haven't either.
Yeah, it's like the O is like the U is pronounced like an O. Soon.
Oh, Sundir. Okay. Well,
Okay, close.
yeah. Anyway, and Jade or Marjad Skywalker. This woman has freaking talents that are insane. Basically, to give you an idea, let's give you some of her highlights. Ahsoka has fought up against former Sith Lords and actual Sith Lords and some of the more powerful Sith Lords of her time. Marjad has gone up against people who were banished from the Force, caught her off guard, and still ended up kicking their ass.
Mhm.
Gone up against dark Jedi that could actually make Grievous look tame, with who were able to wield 6 lightsabers instead of
Yeah.
4.
Well, I want to say the actual Grievous from the EU, not the cut version in Clone Wars.
Well, yeah, but there's another one. He was a dark Jedi person who had lightsabers surgically implanted into his Lord Niax who had lightsabers surgically implanted into his elbows and his knees. She fought him with Luke and Tahiri Vela, I believe, and yeah, they all came out on top. Now, her powers in the Force, she has learned all sorts of things, which actually will give her an edge in this battle with Ahsoka. Ahsoka is very powerful, but Ahsoka never learned to meld so completely with the Force that and hide yourself in the Force.
Yeah, she basically used the Force to conceal herself.
Exactly. Also, I've never
an invisibility
seen
cloak of the Force.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Also,
but it's not just like an invisibility cloak. Like you cannot actually
you can
sense
physically
someone
see
there.
her. Yeah. You
Well,
just can't sense
I
her.
know. I'm just saying, like, it's an invisibility cloak of the Force. It's not a physical thing.
By the time of her ascension to Jedi Master, Jade Skywalker had already become a powerful member of the new Jedi Order. I'm reading from the Wikipedia here. And during the Yuzong Vong War, she successfully used the Force to keep her disease from attacking Ben inside her womb. So she is under a lot of duress from that pregnancy itself because of that disease killing her. And she's still managing to keep a Force barrier around her baby.
Mm-hmm.
By the time of the Second Galactic Civil War, Jade Skywalker's talents as a Jedi Master had progressed, and she was able to levitate herself, and this is one of my favorite things that she has ever done, across an open area on a bubble of Force energy while keeping the air around her stilled and her heat emission. Yeah. And her heat emissions minimal to avoid setting off any sensors. She is a master of stealth. Marjad is. She has fought Lumia, who has a 13 tendril light whip, and she fought her to standstills 3 times during that Second Galactic Civil War, and the 3rd time the ship actually stepped in and said, "Enough! You two are Sith. You're not supposed to be fighting." So it's like, oh shit. But yeah, there's that. I mean, she has gone up against people, like I said, the Yuzong Vong, who are banished from the Force, essentially. They're outcasted from the Force. And when one of them came at her, when she first fought her first Yuzong Vong, she couldn't sense him in the Force. That threw her so far off guard that she almost lost, but she ended up coming out on top. She is not afraid to tap into her negative emotions during battle, which she did when she fought Luke Skywalker, the Dark Clone from the Thrawn trilogy, the original Thrawn trilogy.
Yep.
And also with help from Luke himself, also empowering her. And then she also killed Jorus Sabaoth, but I always used to call him Saboth. And put a lightsaber straight through his chest, which was awesome. I mean, beautiful. Mara is definitely stronger in the Force, but we see her develop to master. We never get to see Ahsoka in full-fledged master class. We see her only a little in Mando. Yes, that is true. Does Ahsoka know about Luke? I'm willing to bet she probably does, but honestly, who knows at this point? Disney's just full retard right now.
Yeah, well, that basically puts a big major plot hole in having her alive then, because I'm like, you
Exactly.
We're trained under a person that had the same last name. You're not going to seek out what could be a relative, like his son.
I mean, the second the second Skywalker, after Skywalker blew up the first Death Star, his name went wide across the galaxy, both Empire and Outer Fringes in the Rebellion, which she also was a part of at times. And she never once heard his name?
Yeah.
Thanks, Disney. You played yourself. Yep. Fucking idiots. But anyway.
Well, if it helps any in my fan fiction, they do know each other. And, well, anyway, I digress. Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Riot.
No, I was just thinking, like, whenever I hear fan fiction, I usually think of shipping.
Yeah, I know.
No, it is. No, they are not like that. They are just fellow force wielders. They respect each other, but no. In my fan fiction, none of the main characters are shipped. Although they could potentially be shipped, but I don't do shipping in my fan fiction. Okay, I digress. Back to the verses.
Soul Assassin. Also, please plug OG Star Wars' channel and such too, because she couldn't be here tonight, or she had to work tonight.
Soul Assassin, my fan fiction is not weird. It's a labor of love. I put a lot more work into it than they did the sequel trilogy, but that's not why we're here tonight.
Probably.
Good point. So anyway, Marjad also focuses or is a master of Ataru, which is the same lightsaber style that both Qui-Gon Jinn and Yoda use. So she's very aggressive in her own style of fighting. She has gone, or the only time she ever really lost against the Sith Lord was Darth Caedus. And he used a very dirty freaking tactic. She had him dead to rights. She was about to deliver that blow too. But when he projected her son over his face, that caused her to pause, and that's when she lost. Yeah. Because he then used one of his poison darts on her.
Yeah.
And he shoved that thing so hard into her leg that it actually went through the cover and into her leg. It's like, oh, damn. But this is another thing. This is how powerful she is. In death, when she was, or before she even became one with the Force, she was holding her body, or she was keeping her body corporeal. And when Caedus came in during the funeral, she then started to glow and fade. Because once he got right up to her, that is when she disappeared. Now, Luke, being the ever optimist that he was at the time, is like, she was waiting for you to come. And it's like, no, she was basically warning you that her killer was there. That was basically why she did it. She was basically saying, I am not letting this Sith defile my body with his touch. Everybody, get him! But unfortunately, they didn't take it that way. But, yeah, so that's the kind of person. She has hunted other Force users, I believe, while as the Emperor's Hand. She also knows how to use Force Lightning to very precise degree. And, yeah, she's also extremely talented in other ways of using the Force as well. Telekinesis. I mean, the way that she walked on air was just beautiful. She can use the Force in multiple ways, in very precise ways. The Emperor also taught her to have muscle memory and memory retention. And so this helps her learn about individuals and immediately, or what was it that it said here? Enough to secure, no. Was adept in immediately reading and assessing any situation or individual. She is, or that is another thing that she can do.
Yeah, because she's serving as a spy, so it's really
something that is very required. But it's also something that is very nifty to have, especially if you're going up against another Force sensitive like Ahsoka. Because Ahsoka is no pushover. So, with that out of the way, let's get down to who's going to win. Ambassador, without giving reasons, who win or who's your vote?
This is hard. This is really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be a first for me. Y'all may disagree. That's cool.
Different opinions are welcome.
I think this is actually a draw.
Alrighty. Mara, I think it's safe to say your choice is Mara Jade.
Yeah.
And Raya Kitty already stated that her pick is Ahsoka.
Yes.
Mine, I'm also going to give it to Mara. Considering, well, we're not to that point yet. So, first, Ambassador, you said draw, so is there a reason you came to that conclusion?
Well, after you giving a very in-depth breakdown of everything that Mara Jade has done in her time as a Force wielder, and if you consider Ahsoka, even though, as we've mentioned, we've never seen her at her full potential ever, at least not yet. We very well may at some point, especially with the Ahsoka series, but again, that's another topic for another time. Consider just the raw potential of Ahsoka. Granted, she masters her lightsaber skills down the road. Consider all of the opponents that she has fought to a standstill or either defeating outright. You put those two variables beside each other, they almost cancel out. Because if you consider who Ahsoka had to fight during the Clone Wars, if you consider who she had to fight during the beginning of the Rebellion or the lead up years to when we would enter the Rebellion in the original trilogy, and you consider who Mara Jade has had to fight throughout her time, both as the Emperor's hand before she had her full Force potential unlocked, not to mention after learning from Luke and all the other masters that she was around all that time, all the opponents that they've had to combat against that were oftentimes far more powerful than they were. It does, honestly, they do cancel out. So it essentially comes down to who has the better training. And again, you have to say, in a lot of ways, their training is comparable. Now, does Mara have some skills that Ahsoka doesn't? Yes, I will fully acknowledge that. But Ahsoka, all those years that she fought in the Clone Wars, all those years that she was working with the Rebellion, we don't know everything that she has done, at least not yet.
Sure.
So,
that's fair.
To that extent, we can say that even those two things cancel one another out. If they meet on equal footing, which they obviously would, I would say that most definitely that if they were to go head to head, and I don't know if this would be for the kill or simply to beat, because consider the nature of these two characters, they could fight to a standstill or they could fight to the death. It could go either way, honestly. At least I think it could go either way, honestly. Because they're just... Their power, their Force powers, their lightsaber skills match up so well with one another that it's going to be very hard to break the other one's defense and find a hole to where you could access it. So that's my rationale for why I would think it would the battle would come out to a draw.
All right.
I don't think either of them can cook.
Mara Jade actually could.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Probably more. Meh.
It was a life after all.
That would actually make for a cool cooking show. Cooking with
Yeah.
Ahsoka and Mara.
Yeah, and then
Four
instead of like
chefs.
a knife, she
There we
just
go.
used a lightsaber.
Go ahead.
Jade Shadow, your reasoning behind your choice.
Well, my reasoning behind my choice, and one, I'm going to just come out and be honest. Ahsoka is not a well fleshed out character.
Mm-hmm.
She bested characters in the Clone Wars that she should not have been able to best based on her level of training. And she was really only survived because she's Filoni's pet at this point. My personal feelings aside, I think Marjad would ultimately best Ahsoka because just coming from the perspective of Mara Jade's initial upbringing by the Emperor, literally trained as the Emperor's hand early on, she is not above, like Orange Hat stated, using not to cheat or anything, but she's not above using, like, tapping into the dark side of the Force to whenever she's dueling someone. She's not above that. Now, is it to necessarily to kill someone? No. It could be a battle to the death between these two, but unless Ahsoka's willing to do that, then Mara Jade will best her. Mara Jade can also hide herself. She can literally cloak herself in the Force, and no amount of extrasensory perception, I'm saying that based on the mantrals that Ahsoka has, which gives her heightened sense awareness, will, like, do nothing. So you combine all that, plus the combination of, like, the fact that they have, like, similar fighting styles, the fact that Mara Jade is also an expert slicer. She can let's see, what else are her abilities? Oh, like, a lot, like, Orange Edge just basically read just about all of her abilities. Like, she has the edge over Ahsoka.
Yes, where Ahsoka basically is using mostly light side abilities.
Yes.
Mara Jade is not afraid to tap into her or into the dark side. And not only that, she's not afraid to use other weapons either.
Yeah, she can use She can, like, basically use blasters, heavy blasters.
Yeah.
She'll
use blasters. She'll use vibroblades.
Yeah.
She'll use poison. She's an assassin.
Mm-hmm. And Soul Assassin does point out that, yes, she does know multiple forms of lightsaber combats. Like, her preference is Ataru, but she can adapt her fighting style if need be. Whereas I've never seen Ahsoka do it.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm remembering correctly, I am not saying that I am correct here, folks. Her second style that she does like to fall back to is the pure balance form, which is called Niman. And like I said, I could be mistaken, but because she actually did have to fall back on that because she was losing against another opponent at the time. So she had to basically fall back, change up her approach, and that's how she actually managed to go through or catch the win. Riot, your reasoning.
Well, let's see. My reasoning is this. I'm not going to use Mara at her prime. Because we haven't seen Ahsoka at her prime, so I'd be like season 7 and then where I'm at. But honestly, I think she's just Mara's just a very angry woman. I think, honestly, Ahsoka might very well take advantage of that anger because I've seen a pattern in her fights, and while she doesn't exactly directly do it, she can annoy her opponents to the point of insanity.
Well, she annoyed me, so that works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you haven't had a fighter.
That
Just saying.
I mean, actually, that is a fair assessment, because sometimes she would or sometimes she would taunt, and sometimes she wouldn't have to. But and also, not to discount, if I may interject 1 second, not to discount, Ahsoka does have extremely sharp senses in the Force,
she
but
does.
even because she was able to sense Plo Koon in the vastness of space, even though they were not very close to each other. And it's like, not bad, but but to be also fair, he was also reaching out to her.
Yeah, it's like they met in the middle.
Yeah, so, but she also does have very powerful senses in the Force. But another thing is, when she was using both lightsabers, she had grown so accustomed to using 2 lightsabers that if she is disarmed by one, or disarmed from one, she can literally be put off balance. This happened in season 5, I believe, of the Clone Wars, when she was framed for the bombing on Coruscant, where Barriss Offee started attacking her in the Foundry, and she knocked one of her lightsabers away, and she only had the one, and she got her ass handed to her because she was so used to using 2. And and this was when Barriss was using both lightsabers of Asajj Ventress.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, David Coulthard. They're close.
Cutler, yeah. I thought Plo Koon and Ahsoka were they were. Plo Koon was the one who brought her to the Jedi Temple. Wasn't it Plo? Yes.
And Soul Assassins, yes, her head horns, her montrals, or however they are pronounced, would give her awareness to her surroundings, but they do not, and they do.
They can sense vibrations.
Yeah, they do enhance her abilities in that way, but she'd have to be really sensing the vibrations. Like I said, Marjad can cloak herself in the Force, so unless Ahsoka can sense the vibrations of Marjad sneaking up on her.
Yeah.
Although then again, like I think that I'm pretty sure from what I've seen, the cloaking Force thing, it takes immense amounts of concentration.
They actually, Mara Jade mastered that to the point where she wouldn't need to concentrate that much, because she realized she was going up against somebody who was more powerful than her. When she was going after Jason Solo, she realized she needed to master this, and she spent a lot of time. She told her son, "You know how you hide yourself into the Force? I need you to teach me that." And she did that because she realized she needed to go up against a far superior being. Hey, how you doing, Happy? Good to see you.
Hey, Happy.
And we got 11 people in here. Well, did have 11 people in here. Now there's only 9. But yeah, what would the Caitlin asked earlier, what would the circumstances be of their dueling each other? We're not worried about our basically
World between worlds. It's another debate.
Yeah, worlds between worlds. Also, there's no plot armor in this. Ahsoka doesn't have plot armor. So now that we basically have reasonings, I'll give mine of why Mara would win. Basically, I kind of already did, but basically, yeah, she is not afraid to use every weapon at her disposal. She knows other species. While she was under the Emperor's employ, he would have her rigorously learning everything she could, even against alien species. She would have them learning, or she would have to learn about all of their weaknesses and whatnot, including their strengths, including Togruta. So yes, her montrals can sense vibrations. So if she was using her montrals to try to sense sense the vibrations off of Mara, Well, Mara could easily also use the Force to literally create vibrations in another area. Mara learned a lot of things from Luke as well, like how to create Force projections of himself. And so she also has that ability.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know how that would help her against Ahsoka, but
Well, force projecting, basically. So
Force
even
projecting,
so even if she
like
was
an
like,
after image.
yeah. So even if she was like saying like not force projecting herself, but force projecting at least Luke, it would put Ahsoka at least off balance.
Yes,
Like,
she could
Yeah, Luke showed up
literally.
like,
She could create vibrations around something and project an image over that something to make her think that, or to make Ahsoka think that that's where she is.
yeah, I don't know if that would work. Also, just because of her sensory ability, but because both of them have like extreme sensory abilities, so
True, but also,
it could be a match
I mean,
of wits.
that is true. But if it does come down to skill, again, Jade knows almost, or like 6 out of the 7 styles of lightsaber combat, where Ahsoka only knows 1 or 2.
I think like I don't know if you touched on this, but Mara Jade also has what's called danger sense.
Yes, she. Oh, right. That her danger sense basically is so sharp. She'll see danger coming like minutes before it's even there. I forgot to tap into that. Thank you for reminding me of that. So yes, her danger senses are so acute that when she was fighting Alima Rar on Roku Station, when Lumia was there and fighting Luke, she was ready to kill Alima Rar. But she then says, "Oh crap, we're dead." So she's like, that's when she noticed, oh, there's a bomb strapped to her chest. Holy shit. So because believe me, in that fight, Mara was ready to kill outright because that girl betrayed the Jedi Order. And she was killing others. So yeah, when she learned, or when she was fighting Mara was fully ready to just slaughter her, but then she realized, oh crap, if I kill her, we're dead. So why am I sensing this? And then she found out, okay, there's a bomb strapped to her chest that if her heart stops, she die, or we all die, basically. So yes, her danger sense her danger sense makes Spider-Man's spider sense look tame, to be completely honest. That's precognition, where Mara is way above precognition. It's like super precognition. So that would also give her a much greater advantage in this fight, in my opinion, as well. So we're at 10 ofs, so Mara needs to dip out soon, so we are going to go to the out of 10s.
Well, actually, like I can go a little longer because I'm gonna hold off on a Twitch stream until tomorrow.
Alrighty then. So, well, we can still go to the out of 10s if you guys want, and then do a little bit of more chat after. So, out of 10s, Ambassador. You said it was all 10 are a draw?
Yes. And you all present great reasonings for your positions. I can't say I can't say I disagree with any one of them. And that's why I honestly I stick with my original assessment. If I was going to do it at a 10, it would be, it's not quite a draw, but it's pretty close. I would say 6-4 in favor of Ahsoka.
All right.
All right. Where there's 4 times when Mara wins, there's 6 times where Ahsoka wins.
Takes it. Okay, so Mara.
Out
of 10.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Well, for me, it'd be like at least 8 times for Mara Jade, and I'd say 2 would be a draw, only because she will stop herself from killing Ahsoka.
I think that's right.
Good point. Yeah.
And vice
Because-
versa. I don't think Ahsoka really wants to kill people.
So 8 out of 10. So Riot is 8 out of 10 for Ahsoka. Or
What?
yeah. No
What?
wait.
No, I
thought
didn't
you
say
said-
anything about the.
I
just
thought you said
just
vice versa. So.
No, I mean that Ahsoka wouldn't want to kill Mara either.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Alrighty then. Riot out of 10.
You present very good arguments, and like I said, I don't really know much about Mara. I am reading through the Thrawn trilogy, and I did read a Wikipedia article. Well, you do present very good points, but I am still going to have to give it to Ahsoka.
Okay. How many out of 10?
I would probably give actually what Ambassador said. I would give 6 to Ahsoka, Mara 4, because I did read up on both of them, and like they do have very similar abilities, at the very least, like not even just fighting styles, just like abilities and what they're good at. So I give it 6 out of 4. But Ahsoka, I think, would triumph because honestly, quality over quantity and just her general ability to taunt people.
Okay. And me, I'd go 7 out of 10 tomorrow. Because 7 times she would actually kill Ahsoka outright, but she would hold back in a couple of cases, which would because she would notice that this is a Jedi that is fighting her, so she wouldn't want to kill her sometime, but also Ahsoka would probably take advantage of that. Now, there is also one of which I would consider Ahsoka doesn't win 3, she only wins 2, but there would be one that would probably be a standstill, where they fight each other to a standstill. And so, yeah, basically, that's how I see it out of 10. And I just got a very adorable picture of my niece, but that can wait till later. But yeah, that's how I basically see it. So we basically got 2 people for Ahsoka and 2 people for Mara. So I'm going to have to flip a coin. There we go. And it's not a coin, it's just a ring. I don't got a coin near me, so I can't flip.
Well,
So
let's see what Caitlin has to say. Caitlin, if you're still in the chat, let us know what you
Yes.
think. So
Good
hopefully
idea.
she is still here.
Chat, also get in on this. Out of 10s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, chat.
We
We need your help here. Break the tie.
All right, Soul Assassin goes for Mara.
Mara. Okay.
Mara.
It's one for Mara.
Got 5 people in the chat.
Don't let the fact that the Emperor's hand is on the panel sway your vote.
There you go.
Yeah, but an admiral outranks a hand.
Not when that hand knows multiple combat forms.
Oh, and then hand feels up.
Oh, Caitlin. Okay, she's like 6 for
6
Mara.
for Mara.
Hey.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, cool.
8-10
Mara.
Well, the guy who killed Battlemaster Cal Katarn, she went toe to toe with Cadus. Wait, Cadus killed Katarn?
I guess so.
I don't remember that happening.
I don't remember that either.
And I read that entire arc. But again, we haven't seen
article.
Ahsoka full-fledged. Very true.
Yes.
I have not read enough of the EU, and I would still say Mara. Yeah. Terminus Est says. So I think it's pretty clear, folks. Mara takes the win on this one.
I guess we're in the minority, Ambassador.
What else is new? I'd rather be in the cool minority than the lame majority.
God. Ambassador's hand for holding a.
Hey, I've
What?
admitted defeat in other streams, so.
That is true.
Anyway,
Of course,
folks.
we all won the night that Valen whipped the ever-loving snot out of Ray.
Oh yeah, very true.
That was fun.
But
What?
yes,
What stream was that?
that was the Emperor's Daughter streams where
Yeah,
Ray
I
went up
remember that.
against
There was
Valen.
like a pillow joke. I was
Oh,
sitting
yeah.
there laughing, and then you were like, "Okay, shut up."
I think that was me.
Yeah, freaking
Oh,
Ambassador got you basically in stitches, and it's like, all right, Ambassador, shut up. But yeah,
And
that
I say,
already. I honestly think
nay.
that this was a very good choice, and I do want to give credit to where credit is due because it was Stunning and Brave Megatron who did suggest this stream,
Mhm.
All right.
and that is why he did have a spot on it, but unfortunately could not make it. Family trumps fun with friends every time. So anyway, folks, I do want to give a big shout out to the chat. Caitlin, you still get while I do this, Soul Assassin, plug the channels again. Caitlin, you do still get a shout out because you were also on the panel, or at least tried to be. Terminus Est, Soul Assassin, David Kotler.
Don't forget Chomp Chomp.
Who else? Yep, Chomp Chomp, Happy Dino, Lord Vader. Who else? Price is Right. We got a lot in here.
Soul
Yeah.
Assassin.
I'm scrolling up as far as I can.
Oh, Soul, thank you for sharing that link. That was such a
Yep.
fun stream.
Sentinel.
Yeah, Sentinel was in here.
Terminus Est.
You already mentioned
Stunning
him.
and Brave. Brian
Yeah.
King.
Brian King.
And yes, Brian King, your new suggestion will be in season 3 of versus streams, Darth Zana versus Darth Talon. Although I do kind of think that will be very one-sided. But yeah, we will see. And
Well, and if I
yes,
might
thank
add-
you.
Sorry.
Huh?
Go ahead. I was just gonna say something a little funny. In one particular fight, it ends with Ahsoka and Mara saying, "You know what? Let's hang up our sabers and let's go have a drink and let's talk about Luke and Anakin and your hubby Han."
Yeah, okay, that's one more.
I mean,
thing
that'd be
about it.
And they could share war stories even. Hey, did Luke ever
Well-
tell you about the time that I was with his dad and we went up against these creatures called the Ones, and one was an old gray guy and the other one looked like a bald Sith Lord, the other one was a chick that made out of light? That was trippy as hell. And Mara's like, "Hey, I fought a clone of my husband.
And killed
How
it.
weird is that?" And killed him. How weird is
And killed
that?
it. Yeah, she actually fought that clone because she was being driven insane by her emperor, by the Emperor's last decree. You will kill Luke Skywalker. So it's
Yeah.
like, all right, I can't kill him, but I can certainly kill you.
Hence
Well, it's
the
a great
title
name.
of the book.
Yeah,
The Last
literally,
Command.
The Last Command. That's why it's called the
Not
Last.
spoilers. Oh, it's okay.
Sorry.
Riot, trust me.
Well,
Riot, trust me. You are. Which book are you? Which book are you on right now?
Okay. I am on like the last chapter of Heir to the Empire.
Ooh.
Oh, believe me, you've got a ways to go. You'll probably even forget about this, what was said.
Yes.
But
Yeah, probably.
yeah,
I have
there's,
horrible memory. Don't worry, I'll forget.
there's a lot that goes on in the
Spoilers don't
second book.
affect me.
There's a lot that goes on in the second book also. So
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I read those books, and I still remember a good chunk of them.
I'll just give you it's not a spoiler, but just so you just give you like an idea that the second book you'll be on Kashyyyk for quite a bit.
Mhm.
Okay.
Chewbacca's home planet. So
Yeah.
So, anyway, before I do close out, this was the final versus stream of season 2, and the next versus stream will not be in 2 weeks. It will actually be in 3 weeks. I have to take the first week of ending June and beginning of July off because I will be moving from one place to another. And so I am going to need that time to acclimate to everything. But the very first versus stream of the new season will be a special one, and it will not be Friday. It will be Saturday, July 10th at 9 p.m. It's going to be Axel Braun's Lacey Lennon Black Widow versus MCU's Scarlett Johansson Black Widow. Because the 9th is when both Black Widows are released, so I'm going to have to review both of those. Yes.
That's really weird. That's a really weird coincidence.
Oh, very much so. I mean, it's not a coincidence at all. Axel Braun.
Oh, that is not a coincidence.
Yes.
It's
coincidence in quotes, pretty much.
Exactly. And I'm trying to get a hold of Axel because, as I said, my backup Twitter account isn't followed by everyone that I was on my first one. And unfortunately, Twitter is not going to unsuspend the first account. So I'm trying to get a hold of Axel. Not really successful at the moment. Because if I can get him on that one, it would be less of a versus stream and more of a comparison stream. To also pick his brain a little bit. That's the goal, is to see if I can actually get Axel. And if I can, the versus stream is also subject to change time. Because I always make it convenient for the guest. So I just wanted to let you all know that while it is planned for the 10th, if Axel does or can come on, it will be fluid to his convenience, not mine.
Essentially, what Orange is saying is we're not good enough for him anymore.
I never said that. You guys are freaking awesome.
I love how David Volkart said.
I'm kidding.
I like his comment.
Who's our Battle of the Redheads? Soul Assassin.
No, David.
Oh, David? What did he say?
Valen only won.
Oh, yeah. Where is it? Oh, Valen only won because Rey had one lightsaber. Rey with 2 lightsabers is OP. Rey with 3 lightsabers can blow up a galaxy because Disney reasons.
That is actually funny.
Well, Rey did have 3 lightsabers at once, but she buried 2 of them like a dumbass. It's like, so you're going to put them in the fucking dusty desert? It's like, you're going to put those 2 things in the dusty desert? Oh, fuck off, woman. God, I can't stand that bitch. But anyway, thank you, folks, for tuning in. This has been great. I will see you in season 3. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for keeping these interesting and making the suggestions. And thank you to my panelists, all of them who have been a part of the journey from season 1 to season 2. It is good to know that this is one of my more successful endeavors on my channel. I get to bring on people, mingle, and have people who haven't talked with people mingle with each other. I've had a few people meeting each other that they haven't streamed with before. That's always great. I'm going to try to get the freaking full Aussie on a stream, or probably on a morning versus stream, just to shake things up because of their time being needed or to adjust and whatnot. Like I said, I adjust to guest convenience and whatnot, and I want to have the full Aussie on my channel sometime as guests. So that's also a plan. That's also a planned goal. It's not yet official. It's a planned goal. So yes, folks. Also, speaking of which, the full Aussie will be going live in, 12 and a half hours from now. So definitely tune into Lethal's channel tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. He will have the awesome X-Ray Girl on his channel. She'll probably be doing a little bit of karaoke, and they'll be discussing on why Batman has been forbidden to eat Catwoman's pussy. So, yeah. That's going to be interesting to watch and listen to. And so, yeah, folks, definitely big shout out to the Aussies, Lethal, Lightning, Lyndon Howell, and Raging Rhino. And also a big shout out to X-Ray Girl. And I think it was announced on Friday Night Tights tonight. But if it's not, I'm not, or she had an announcement. I think it was announced. I'm not going to spoil it if it was not. But let's just say she deserves congratulations.
So,
Anyway,
Assassin,
folks.
don't you even suggest that.
Full on, what? Battle of the, oh, God! What the fuck, Soul Assassin?
What did he say?
Ray Tano.
Ray Tano.
Oh,
Dude, Soul Assassin.
that's why I was laughing
You
so
just
hard. It was
assassinated
making
my
you all-
soul. Congratulations, man. You just harvested
you know
another
the,
soul.
You know the funny part is that actually sounds like a porn star's name.
Ray Tano?
You know, it kind of does.
Oh, no.
Keep smoking those cigarettes, bub.
I was trying to
Ray
stifle it
Tano.
because that's what was going through my head. That's why I went on
Ugh.
camera, because I wanted you all to see the expression on my face or seeing.
Ray's all the Jedi, but she's no Jedi. Very good one. Anyway, folks, Price is Right. We're just wrapping up. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. Again, thank you all so much for going on this journey, and I will see you all next month. And we'll have even more people on and whatnot. So take it easy, folks. And if you catch this on the replay, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Who would win between Marjad Skywalker or Ahsoka Tano? So, yeah. Anyway, folks, this has been Orange Hat Reviews and Panel. Take it easy, folks. And always remember, stay humble.